and I am Junior Cataloguer in our Silver Antiques, Medals and Coins department. Today I have with me a medal and a token that are in our current Silver Coins and Medals and Military sale, both relating to the abolition and emancipation of the slave trade and of enslavement in Britain during the 19th century. So these two items are intrinsically linked with the increased agitation against Britain's trade in enslaved people and Britain's state of enslavement that was key to Britain's economy during the 19th century and earlier. So in 1787, the Society for Effecting the Abolition of the Slave Trade formalised agitation, and this society sought to educate the public of Britain about the ways in which the slave trade enabled the suffering and abuse of enslaved people. So they did this via rallies, via publishing pamphlets and essays, by supporting tours, as well as lobbying products and boycotting, such as sugar and rum, things that were produced via slave labour. One of the things that they did that is seen as the first instance of a political movement having a cohesive visual identity is produce their logo. So that was a seal of an enslaved, shackled and kneeling man that was produced by Josiah Wedgwood. This was officially meant to be used for the seal for the society, and you can see this on the abolition token that is in sale currently. But this was used beyond just the seal and was used as a brooch, as a fashion accessory worn by women on jewellery, on homeware. You can see it on cushions and on kind of jugs throughout the period. So the kneeling shackled man pictured on the token and across abolitionist items such as the seal and these fashion objects conveys a very clear relationship about who the abolitionists saw themselves as and who they saw the enslaved populations that they sought to free from enslavement as well. So the enslaved shackled man is inherently disempowered. He's not able to agitate for his own freedom. He's on his knees and he is shackled, he is chained. So this disavows any potential of self-liberation and self-empowerment, and in doing so erases histories of self-liberation that enslavement is tied up with. This could be from slave rebellions and revolts on plantations, which caused a lot of anxiety for abolitionists and enslavers, as well as suicide when captured, and all kinds of forms of freedom. Abolitionist images such as the most famous image of the enslaved and shackled enslaved man suggest that freedom is only British abolitionists to provide, and not something for enslaved people to accomplish for themselves. So this is a very clear dynamic that can be seen through all abolitionist imagery and is expressed in the form of tokens and medals in this instance. On the other side of this token we have two clasped hands, which suggest kind of equality and fraternity, but you can see from the clothed nature of these arms that that is not the shaking hands of an abolitionist and an enslaved person. We can probably assume that these are the shaking hands of an abolitionist and people in political power, people in parliament, or two abolitionists joining arms against the state of enslavement, against the state of the slave trade. So again, enslaved people are frozen out of deciding to rid the world of the very thing that they are suffering. The medal that commemorates the emancipation of the state of enslavement in Britain. So this, while not picturing the enslaved and shackled man, reiterates the same relationship of gratitude and of appealing to abolitionists of power. So on one side you have newly freed from enslavement people rejoicing in their freedom, and on the other you have British political powers agreeing, signing papers, kind of doing everything that is required to enshrine this within law. So any kind of feelings of anger or of vengeance or of suffering that one would expect someone to feel after being emancipated from enslavement and all the abuse that necessarily entails is wiped clean in these images. And again, it's gratitude and joy and warm feelings towards those that freed the enslaved people. So these are items that are very much revealing of relationships between abolitionists and enslaved people, and say a lot about Britain's way of remembering and of commemorating these two momentous changes in British history and world history as well. So it's important to be critical and remember the nefarious kind of functionings that undermine these items. These items are available in the 22nd of November Silver Coins, Medals and Militaria sale. Thank you.